Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again. Hope you're on a fabulous day. I wanted to remake the video I just made about the article on CNN going over indoor sunscreen and why you should wear sunscreen inside. So I'm going to read a bit of the article here. It is from CNN, which is one of the 5 or 6 major media companies that controls everything that you consume. The title of it is, "Yes, you still need to wear sunscreen indoors. Here's why." If you're fortunate to work from home during the coronavirus pandemic, then you've probably got your morning beauty routine on lock by now. You wash your face, hydrate your skin, and apply your no-fail makeup products, if you're choosing to wear makeup at all, before you hop on your morning video chat with your coworkers. But you might be forgetting an essential part of your beauty routine: sunscreen. It turns out that if you want to protect your skin from the sun's harsh UVA and UVB rays, you'll need to put on sunblock every morning, according to medical experts, even if you're staying completely inside, which you should never do. All right, this is a quote. "UVA rays penetrate through glass. So if your room has a window, it is important to wear sunscreen, even when inside," says New York-based dermatologist Dr. Hadley King. UVA rays are generally linked to aging of skin cells and tend to be the cause of wrinkles, sunspots, and other signs of sun damage. UVB rays, on the other hand, are the principal cause of sunburns, directly damage DNA in skin cells, and are linked to most skin cancers. The glass, typically used in car, home, and office windows, is designed to block most UVB rays, but it does not offer protection from UVA rays. So even if you're indoors, if you're close to a window, you are still at risk for exposure of UVA rays and possible sun damage. All right, last paragraph I'll read here. Dr. Harold Lancer, a dermatologist in Los Angeles and founder of the Lancer Skincare, agrees. "As a general rule, we tell patients, if you can see where you are walking without using a flashlight, there is enough light to require the use of sunscreen." He says, "Indoor light exposure is a broad spectrum and can influence cell behavior in the skin." Okay, and then it goes on with more and more bullshit. All right, so what is the problem with Windows? So the problem with Windows is, yes, they block part of the spectrum. So they block all UVB rays. They block 98 to 99% of UVA rays. They block 60% of red light. Okay? The majority of sunlight that comes to Earth is red. 42% of all sunlight that comes down is red, in the red spectrum. Infrared, near infrared, all that stuff. And then it allows 100% of all blue light to come in. Okay? So if you are sitting by a window, okay, and you don't have your blue lights on, you're getting a dose of blue light. Okay? And it's not the natural blue light because all the other spectrums are being blocked. Okay? Now if you're sitting inside and you're under blue light, you don't have iris on your computer or your phone, and so you have your lights on, then you're getting a double toxic dose of blue light. Okay? When you are inside, or when you are by a window, whatever window you are, always, always, always open a window. Okay? Non-negotiable. Even if it's 10 degrees outside and you're driving, the window is cracked. Okay? Even if it's just a little bit, because even just a little crack, the sun is non-linear. The benefits are non-linear, meaning that it just takes a small stimulus to create a massive amplification inside your cells, inside your biology. Our cells, our mitochondria is driven by light. Okay? So crack that window.
2 hours completed. Burnt calories, 745 calories.
Okay. He also discussed that UVB causes sunburn. UVB is what makes vitamin D. Vitamin D is created by sunlight. But there's a precursor to vitamin D, and it is LDL cholesterol. Yes, the other thing that doctors tell you to avoid and tell you that it's bad and tell you to take statin drugs, which you should never do. Okay? But cholesterol and the vitamin D need to be sulfated. The only way to sulfate them is through natural sunlight. Okay? Taking a supplement when you don't know your vitamin D levels is a bad thing. You need to know what your unsupplemented vitamin D levels are. Because all cancers, or the majority of cancers, are caused by low vitamin D levels. That's why it's super important to know what your actual unsupplemented vitamin D level is. Okay? It should be 60 or above. 60 nanograms or per deciliter or something like that above. Okay? That's American standards. If it's lower than that, if it's 50, 40, the majority of people are vitamin D deficient. So if it's down in the 40s, down in the 30s, you're in deep, deep doo-doo, okay? And you need to get it up. If it's not over 60, it's telling you your environment sucks. You're not outside enough, or you need to move, okay? So if you're in New York City, if you're in Los Angeles like these dumbass dermatologists are, I would move. Furthermore, with the UVB and with the UVA, those are the most beneficial spectrums of light, okay? Roland Van Wyck wrote a book called Light Shaping Life, and in there he discussed a whole bunch of different research projects, and him and Fritz Popp, they did studies showing that we as humans, anything living, plants, trees, all animals, we release extreme low frequency UV light. The healthier you are, the less you release. The more diseased you are, the more you release. Okay? So what happens? What do you have to do? You have to replace that light. Okay? And what do most people with diseases do? They live an indoor life, under blue light, eating crappy food. Okay? So, all disease reversal starts with UV light. UV light is the most beneficial of all the spectrums. Red light is very, very closely behind there. But if you want to reverse disease, you need to absorb more UV light. And to do that, you need to build that solar callus that I talk about all the time. Solar callus you get when there's zero UV out. Okay, so sunrise, sunset. Those are the two most important times for health and disease reversal. Get out during those times, and then 1 or 2 UV will also be able to help you build that solar callus. And then also you can do like red light panels and stuff like that. You just want to be sure that you get a good one. Juve is the one most people will refer you to, but don't use Juve. There's too much flicker in those lights. Flicker will cause you to have sleep problems as well. So find one that doesn't have flicker in it. But what else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, when you are outside, okay, they recommend if you are outside and connected to Earth. So as you can see, I am grounded and I am outside. So when you are grounded, weight loss, and when you're connected to the sun, weight loss is a lot easier. Okay, I don't like to say weight loss, but we're a fat country. 75% is overweight or obese. Okay, but if you focus on health, then your weight will naturally fall where it should. Okay, but when you are connected to Earth, you don't need to eat as much because you're not hungry. All right, the world doesn't revolve around fats, protein, carbohydrates. The world revolves, those things are ultimately broken down into protons and electrons. Okay, so life is fundamentally protons, electrons, and photons. Okay, not carbohydrates, not fat, not protein. Okay, and then you can also eat more the more you're connected to Earth and it not have any effect on you. The more you live an indoor existence,
2 hours 5 minutes completed. Burnt calories 776 calories.
The more you live an indoor existence, then the more you have to have a calorie limit. You have to have a macro limit and all that stuff. However, that's just a band-aid. Okay, eventually things are going to start to break down and things will start to go haywire. Okay, you'll start to notice that things aren't working as well. You'll start to feel joint pain and whatnot. Okay, my joint pain has pretty much gone away. I had plantar fasciitis and all this stuff, knee pain. Okay, standing outside doing all this stuff, the sun, just 2 years, everything is basically gone away. I'm healthier than I've ever been before. But you got to build up that solar callus. You got to get the UV light. You've got to do things starting correctly. Okay, and then another thing is, who wants you to wear the sunscreen? Okay, obviously CNN wants you to wear the sunscreen. The dermatologist wants you to wear a sunscreen. I posted a picture yesterday saying that UV light or UVB light builds vitamin D. But dermatologists say UVB light is bad. Okay, what's up with that? Who else wants you to wear sunscreen? Sunscreen companies, right? Why? It's all about money. Remember, cancer is $1 billion industry. You don't want to be you don't want to be a customer of them. Okay? Sunscreen is $1 billion customer industry. Dermatology is $1 billion industry. They don't want people to never come to them. Okay? They don't want people with skin problems to come in and then, hey, go out in the sun. It's free. You cannot bottle that. You cannot bottle vitamin D. Well, you can. Okay? That's another thing. Vitamin D. If you're taking a vitamin D supplement, never take it without vitamin K. I'll post up my blog post about that, but basically you are calcifying arteries and you're doing all kinds of bad things. They work synergistically together. Okay? But never take a vitamin D supplement if you're stuck inside all day. And we have a vitamin D winter here where I live at the 40th latitude in Columbus, Ohio. From November 20th to January 20th, we don't get any vitamin D at all. So taking that supplement when we have the vitamin D winter is not wise. Okay, it's a circadian mismatch. The more circadian mismatches we have, the faster disease will be presented to you, and the faster you will die. Okay, so from the moment we're born, that's when death starts. Okay, but we can delay that death, and we can live an optimal life if we do things right. And listening to these fucking jabronis talking about putting sunscreen when you're inside is absolutely dumbass. Okay? I wanted to say something that was politically incorrect, but I mean that's the word that fits. You probably know what word I was going to use. Okay? We don't want to do that. We don't want to listen to people who have an agenda. Okay? Dermatologists have an agenda because they want to keep you as a client forever. All right? Type 2 diabetics or diabetic doctors, they have an agenda. They want to keep you on your insulin forever. Reverse the disease. Reverse the skin problems. Do whatever you got to do. If you need help, let me know. That is why I am here. I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to make you curious. Never believe anything that I say. Research everything that I say, because I do everything that I say. All right? I am a guinea pig. I practice on myself, and my health is the best it's ever been. Okay? You probably knew me 5-6 years ago. I was talking about nutrition and fitness. It's all about nutrition, fitness. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? I was probably a 6 or a 7 in terms of my health. Now I'm somewhere about 9.2. I'll never say I'm a 10. I used to say I was a 10. No, not anymore. All right? But if you need help, let me know. That's what I'm here for. And I will see you next time. Get out into that morning sun. Get out into that evening sun. Get that UV light. Build that solar callus. Download the DMinder app, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day. Stay strong. Stay positive. Be the improvement warrior.